Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Face shave time. I've just done a head shave, got a few little weepers here and there with the Gillette super thin blades, but overall it was another cracking shave. Really good blades. They seem to be lasting better than the feathers. I've got 3 shaves so far, they still feel super smooth and comfortable. Right, salt for today. Same as I use for my head shave. East egg from Barrister Mann. I think it's supposed to evoke like a sort of old school scent that would have floated around. I can't remember if it was Chicago or New York or something like that, but it's got a real sort of, it's got a sweetness, a powderiness, a little sort of muskiness to it. It's quite a nice, it's quite an alluring scent. It's not a scent I would have picked up initially and actually quite enjoyed, but having used it a few times now, my wife even likes it surprisingly, and it smells sort of old man, so there you go. That's sort of pretty good news, I suppose, isn't it? I'm going to be using that today with the aftershave splash and the EDT. Now, the brush for today is soaking away in here. It's soaking away in my Rixton Port Brewing Company from Newfoundland. This is actually a gift from Chris over at Carve. He sent me over a lovely care package with a dot bag and a couple of other bits and bobs. I sent them over a shit ton of nice soaps to try it. I don't think I've really tried too many. Right, the brush is a 26 millimeter focus, unique silver tip bulb, and it is a very unique look to it. Very soft tips. You can see there doesn't gel, but some of the tips stick together. It's a nice looking knot. It does a fantastic job. It feels great on the skin. So here we go, straight into the soap. As you can see, the soap is not dark, but it's a light brown, and it's not a dark brown, it's a light brown colour. So now I'm starting to panic about the tips on my brush. I don't think it'll be too bad. It's not dark enough that I think it would actually stain the knot. It came back reasonably unanimous in terms of should I load on or off camera, and I think really what it boils down to the fact of if you don't want to watch me load, you don't have to, you can skip it. That's the beauty of fast forward, as someone mentioned. Right, that's me. Let's just have a look, just a little bit more. Don't want to underload. So there is the load in the brush. Very dense, very creamy already. I'm just going to wet my face. It's certainly a pretty strong scent, that's for sure. Barrister and Mann don't hang around when it comes to scent strengths. Generally, most of the soaps that I've ever had are of a good scent strength, around about a 5, 6, 7. Right up to sort of 8 and 9 when it comes to Fougere Gothique. Right, that is the soap rinsed out. Once again, the labels and the tubs and stuff like that are superb. Really high quality plastic tubs. It's not like it's cheap shit plastic, so it will last and you can use it for a long time after you've finished your soap. But he has moved to the older style plastic tubs now, I think. I think he said polypropylene something, which is a bit of a shame. They don't look, in my opinion, as nice, but obviously when it comes to business, costs obviously make a difference. So I'm sure I'm seeing a hair floating around as I'm painting. Now this is the Excelsior base. And it's an absolutely brilliant base. I'm just going to do the tips. Now, I've only got about 20 minutes, so I've got my follow-up appointment for my varicose vein strip in my leg today, and I've got to get back, get to the gym, and then get back for the kids coming home from school and get the food ready. Hang on a minute. Just turning down the TV. I always have some background noise. I need background noise pretty much for everything in my life. I don't know whether it's all the years of having the kids screaming and shit, I don't know. Even going to sleep I have to have something playing, whether it be music, TV, some sort of white noise. Something that I'm not actually even really paying attention to. It's just obviously soothing to the brain or something, fuck knows. was definitely a freaking hair somewhere. Where the fuck did it go? Right, let's get this splayed anyway. Now, I was actually reached out to from Dan over at APR, Australian Private Reserve. I had sort of mixed feedback on my video on that, and I'm going to stick by what I did, for the sole reason of I'm not on forums. I'm not on chats really. I chat with certain people on Facebook Messenger and things like that. I'm in one group on Facebook. I am on the Paste and Cut forum in Australia, but I'm not an active member, and I hardly ever go on there. In fact, the only time I really pop on there is if I get my name linked on something, which is generally a meetup. But I've never really had any dealings with Dan in terms of negative dealings. Nothing at all. Nick Barriga, I don't even know whether he watches my channel anymore. I don't think he does. He doesn't say much about what happened with him and Dan and how it all went down and things. You can obviously read between the lines a little bit, I would imagine, but nothing seems to get said. I don't know whether there's like a clause that they sign or a contract they sign with the soap making in the beginning that covers Dan to do whatever he wants. I don't know, honestly don't know. But he wants to send out a soap and splash set, or a set, he said. I don't know whether it's soap and splash, I don't know. I am a firm believer, a super firm believer in second chances, and in some cases, depending on what the offences are and what's actually happened, more than second chances. Because if you didn't, your children wouldn't make it beyond the age of 2. And as I've decided now that at the age of 35, you don't ever really grow up. You never really mature. I don't care what anyone tells me. You just pretend that you've grown up. I'm having conversations with blokes now, and bear in mind I'm 35. I'm having conversations with guys in the 60s, in the 70s, and then from younger ages as well. The conversation is the same. The words are different, but the conversation is the same. You never grow up. I think the sooner you realise that, the better. I'm wiser. I know, well, I like to think I'm wiser. I know more than I did when I was younger, but really, the way I tackle life and tackle everything isn't really any different to what I did when I was 13 years old. Everything's still a challenge. In fact, probably even more so now that I'm older. Things are becoming more challenging. It's just funny. It's really funny, you know, because your kids will come up, you sit your kids, and I used to get it when I was younger, and your dad would turn around and say, "It's an adult conversation, get out of the room." And you're like, okay, yeah, no worries, these adult conversations, I can't wait to can have them. Gillette Ruby, my very last one, is going into my razor today. Now I've left it like this to show you the amount of fucking wax on this razor. It's ridiculous. Look, it's soaked through the wax-proof paper. I tried peeling it off earlier, it was doing my head in. There's just so much on it. In fact, so much so that it's ripped the paper and stuck it to the inside. There you go, you can sort of see that triangle there in the middle. Right, so Gillette Ruby. Now these are Platinum Plus. I understand there's a few different Ruby blades getting around the place. Now I'm going to be popping that into my Carl Christopher Bradley razor. Stainless steel. It's been out of the den for a while. It was on loan to someone over in the Eastern States to give them a bash at this and see whether they enjoy it. And surprisingly, they weren't too keen on the stainless version, but they are very, very keen on getting an aluminium version, so it is what it is. But they're still very interested in Carl as a whole. So yeah, your dad or your mum would say, "No, this is an adult conversation, get out of the room. We're busy, we're talking. You can't hear this." Then you grow up and you're still waiting to have these adult conversations that your mum and dad had. with their friends and themselves, and you realise there are no such things as adult conversations. And then on the odd occasion that I do catch politics on TV or you hear it on the radio and you listen to it and you think, fuck me, that is like a fucking 5-year-old kid having a whinge over not getting an ice cream. You never grow up. You just get old. It's all a myth. This feels very nice. One thing about the Excelsior base from Barrister and Mann is it is very slick. And with this stainless razor, it's quite heavy. So I'm pushing the razor onto my face, but I'm trying just to touch it because of the weight. The weight of the razor protects you. Right, rinse it off. Loads of protection on this still, loads of residual slickness. I did use it on my head and I found that I was able to do a very quick head shave because of that residual slickness. I just did the first pass, got the main brunt of hair off, and then just carried on with the residual slickness, finished off my head shave in about 5 minutes. Now I think I could have done with a bit more soap in the brush today. I've got a few things I'm going to be trying as well with regards to loading, especially Mitchell's wool fat. I'm all for voluminous lather. I enjoy lathering, I always have done. I'm going to try a few different things. Things I haven't really tried before, in all honesty. I'm going to try a Paul H lather. I'm going to try that. Load the brush from the tub and paint it on my face and rub it around a little bit, and that's pretty much it, nothing else. Maybe add a very small amount of water. One thing I love about the carve, you can have the brass, the stainless, the aluminium, the titanium when it comes out, you can have them all. It doesn't really matter what one you pick up, you just have to adjust your pressure. But the feeling on your face, for me, is pretty much identical. This doesn't feel any different to my aluminium razor. The only real difference is the weight and the material. In the brass, sometimes you get a bit of a smell of the brass. That's another sort of difference on the brass razor. If you don't mind that smell, by all means fire away, because it's a cracking razor. It's got the weight of the stainless. I'm just not a fan of brass. I'm not a fan of things that patina in general. Yeah, this is very, very thin, but I only want the slickness now. I've got the brunt of the hair off. Very, very nice. So yeah, I was saying about Dan from APR. Now, I searched the soap up that he is going to send me, or this set, whatever he said. I don't know exactly what he's sending, but I searched it up and I found this channel called SGRDDDDY or something like that. I'll find it again, I'll put a link below. Now this, I'm like watching this thing and he's like, here's my Gillette Nasset blade, and I'm not joking, it looked like a polka dot, it looked like a Dalmatian, the amount of dots on the packaging, the cover. And I'm like, how many fucking dots are on there? There's about 40 or 50 dots. And then he goes, this is shave 217 from this blade. And I'm like, what the fuck? 217 shaves from one Nasset blade. He's got a few subscribers. He's got 500 and something subscribers, I think. There was no comments on that video. I don't know whether it was a recent video or not. It looked possibly old because the soap's reasonably old, so I don't know why there's no comments. But I popped a comment on. Because that's insane. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. Pretty much bang on time. Right, just rinse the brush out. I was going to shave yesterday, but they turned the water off. The water board did, not me. So I had no water for about 6 or 7 hours yesterday. They probably put the charge of the wasted water onto everyone's bills though, just to level the playing field. Now, I'm not quite sure who makes these knots, but I think it is possibly burned over at Shave Mac, but they come out absolutely beautiful. I don't actually, in all honesty, think I've lost a hair from that knot yet. I could be wrong, my memory's not anywhere near what it should be. East Egg post-shave splash from Barrister and Mann. Very nice. Right, just such a good splash. I don't think there's any menthol in this one. Is there? Let me have a look. No, no menthol. It wouldn't really make sense. It's not a kind of scent that would feel nice with menthol in it. Well, menthol makes most things feel pretty good, but it's quite a warming scent, even though it's going to be hot today. I'm sticking with it. So the soap for today, as you already know, was East Egg from Barrister and Mann. Real nice sort of classic scent. It is an older type scent, you know, it's something that I would expect to smell in someone a bit older. Maybe I'm just showing my age, I don't know. But it does smell nice. It is a nice musky sort of sweet, I think it's a bit like tobacco control. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very well blended and it is a nice scent. The brush was my Shave Mac 26mm unique knot. Just a beautiful brush, really nice knot, really nice to look at. I love the unique shape of the knot. I noticed that's not why it's called unique, but I do like that shape that they've got on this. A couple of bloody ruthless that, eh? The razor, just a brilliant razor. It does look phenomenal. The stainless steel Christopher Bradley razor from Calv with the B plate with the brand new Gillette Ruby covered in wax. 3.25 inch handle, 0.73 blade gap. Really, really nice razor. And finished off today with some Barrister Mann East Egg post shave splash, and I'm now going to finish off just with 3 pumps of East Egg. And here we go. That's it. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.